The AEW Collision numbers are in and they are going up, but they're not really flying up, more like crawling up. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Yes, the numbers for AEW Collision have went upwards. They're moving in the right direction, but it's pretty much like an elevator that's going 1 mile an hour and just refuses to get into the next level. Yeah, they're not on the ground floor, but they haven't exactly made it to the first floor either. You know, they're stuck. They're like stuck in the middle. So that's what we've got with AEW Collision. Yes, using a shitty elevator pun there, analogy to try and compare the ratings here, because they ain't good. Yes, they are not good. This week's Collision is up 10%. But here's how it works, okay? The lower the rating you have, the higher chance you've got, the bigger percentage chance you've got of increasing it, you know? So, like, a 10% increase isn't that big when you've got a low number. For example, if 5 people watch your show, and then next week 10 people watch it, you only need 5 more people to watch it, and that gives you a 100% increase. You're just doubling your audience. And that's the thing with Collision right now. Because they've got a smaller audience, it's easier for them to get a higher percentage of people to tune in. New people, that is, to come in and watch it. So, yeah, they're up 10%. But if WWE, let's say SmackDown, for example, if SmackDown is up 10% in viewership, then that means they're up about 230,000 fans from last week. When AEW Collision is up 10%, what that means is you're up about 30,000 fans, 35,000 fans. So yeah, the numbers here, minuscule in comparison to what WWE are doing really. But let's look at them. Collision then, the August 17th show, it aired from 8 o'clock to 10:03, so it had a 3-minute overrun, and it did 406,000 viewers. So, you know what, they got back over the 400k mark. Good for them. I mean, good for them. It's a dead show, but here. Congratulations, Tony Khan. You've got the 406k, up 10% from last week's 370,000, so you've got that. In terms of last year, they're not doing good. The quarter average last year was 505,000. This year, 383,000, so they're just down. You know, they're down in general. But that is to be expected. This week, also, the key demos up 18%. Last week, they did a 0.11. This week, they did a 0.13. So, up in the key demo, up in viewership, but still, still not great shows, if we're being completely honest here. They're not, okay? They're not. But the last 2 weeks were under 400k, so, I mean, I guess it's good for them. And if you take away, so the last 6 shows, the last 6 Collision shows, 4 of them have been under 400k. So, that's not great. 4 out of 6 shows under 400k. So, disappointing there. But here, this week they're over it, so maybe they can move in the right direction. I believe this is, I don't think it's the last Collision. I think it's a penultimate Collision as well before All In. So maybe you would expect them to get a bit of a higher rate. We know next week they are in Wales, I think, for Collision. So we'll see what happens there. In terms of the most viewed videos, though, on YouTube, AEW's official channel, number 1 was Britt Baker returning to action to take on Harley Cameron, 114,000 views. Second place, FTR versus The Acclaimed for a chance at the AEW Tag Team Championships, 99,000 views. Third place, with 85,000 views, The Scapegoat, Jack Perry, prepares for London. Fourth place, with 70,000 views, The Glamour, Mariah May is ready for All In London. Fifth place, 69,000 views, Claudio Cascanoli accepts Rio Rush's challenge on Collision. Sixth place, with 38,000 views, Undefeated Hologram collides with AEW Original, Angelico. And that's it. Just really, really poor ratings there. This looked like a shit show, honestly, man. Just looking at the YouTube clips and what they've actually uploaded from this show, there's barely anything on it. And I'm assuming the FTR match and Acclaim did actually last about half an hour. I think my brother said it lasted like over 30 minutes. Judging by the lack of clips that were uploaded to the YouTube channel, it just looks like they've just went for a one-match show, essentially. And that seems to be what they're doing. We've seen them do that in recent weeks, where they just have like one match last half of the show, and it kind of worked in the ratings. And this week, it's up 10%, so who knows? Maybe that's working for Tony Khan. But that's it, guys. Your Collision ratings. I'm getting a bit bored talking about them, to be honest. It's just the same shit every week. You know, one week they'll be under 400k, the next week they'll be over 400k, but they're going nowhere. You know, it's a poor rating. They should be looking to build on that. They should be. I don't see why Collision can't be doing $500,000. I mean, it's a fucking wrestling show, isn't it? I know it's a Saturday night, like, but I mean, you're on a good network. If you want to be the number 2 company in the world, you need to start getting number 2 numbers, and these aren't it. You know, these numbers are poor. I mean, never NXT numbers, you know, blow this out the water. So, is what it is, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, though, let me know your thoughts down below, and peace.